Hi guys, Zach here with the Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 3v3 match on the map Super Mekong. I'm starting in the middle left position playing as the Allies. Now I just thought I'd mention that this game is currently in the Steam sale at 90% off for anyone who was thinking of getting this who doesn't already have this version of the game, which is £1.79. So I just thought I'd let anyone know that if you were thinking about getting this game. Anyway, on this map, for those of you who don't know, there's 3 entry points. There's one at the top, one in the middle, which I'm going to now, and one right at the bottom of the map. And you can see there, the other team being able to get to that entry point a little bit quicker than I have. I think they start a bit closer, so I'm going to have to produce a few more infantry to try and reduce the visibility the other team are going to get on my base. And unfortunately, they're going to see whatever's going on at the other side of that bridge, because you can see they've completely blocked it off there. And I'm just going to have to pull these troops back a bit. The other player is playing as the Soviets, so they could use Grenadiers here, which will just give them a bit more distance, because Grenadiers can be a bit of a nuisance, because they can throw grenades further than the riflemen can shoot. But hopefully we're going to be able to destroy any infantry that were going to scout my base. I don't know if they've gone further up to the top. Anyway, I've got my first war factory down because it's gems and ore. I'm going to be getting my second war factory straight away, and I'm going to be building 2 ore trucks. It can be slightly risky that, but I'm just going to go for the more economic strategy. And there you can see that orange infantry trying to get through there, but I've got that blocked off. It just cost me like a few more infantry. And now I've got my second war factory, and I'm actually going to need to get a power plant right now and sell that. Yeah, I'm just going to get that there, and I'm actually going to go for a third war factory, because you can see I'm really stacking up that ore, and that's because I've been sending my ore trucks to collect gems as well. So you can see I've got so much extra ore. I'm going to use it to get a large number of tanks early on. Just have to be careful about these trucks there not blocking each other, and just sending them to collect, make sure I keep on sending them to collect those gems, and then I'll be able to it'll just give me a big boost early on. I'm going to use up those funds quite quickly, and you can see those infantry now. I'm going to try and get the squash on them and use those riflemen to shoot them down, and we'll see if we can get over the other side. But you can see that orange have got quite a number of tanks there, and it doesn't look like there's any way I'm going to be getting through that. You can see 9 I think it's 9 tanks there, all in a tube. And the problem is when you go through a narrow gap like that, your tanks get bottlenecked, and with the tracking in this game, it's not, it doesn't work well at all. And yeah, just getting their power down, and yeah, I'm just having to think a little bit about now what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to try and get to maybe the middle and try and build some boats and maybe some cruisers if I can. Just have to think about what I do at this point. I don't want to go too heavy on the cruisers, of course, because oh, you can see at the top, there's Blue coming in, and it looks like Blue has a bigger army than my teammate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send some tanks up there. I'm going to need to leave my tanks at that bottleneck, of course, because I don't want orange to come through. But I'm going to need to send some of the tanks I'm building up there, and I'm going to also build some more trucks. So you can see there, Blue, he's got the better tank numbers right at the moment, but now he's sending our tanks behind, and he's thinking better of it, and you can see him pulling in some of his tanks back. And we've got a few tank kills there, so we've reduced his tank number, and now Red is going to be able to go and guard the gap, hopefully. But you can see that Blue does have a lot of tanks on the other side of that gap, and I'm going to need to leave these medium tanks up here. Now what we're going to see now is what was happening at the other side of the map, at the bottom side, where we weren't obviously involved in. And you can see there's Cyan there and Green at the other side. Now you can see that Green has moved his infantry just down a bit, and what that'd indicate to me is he's going to, yeah, and as you can see, just going to say he's going to indicate to me that he's going to send some tanks, light tanks through, and indeed he has. But yeah, now you can see those light tanks falling back, because you can see that our teammate Cyan has a lot of tanks there. But you can see now he's trying to go through the bottleneck, and there's quite a few infantry there. He's got a few infantry kills, but Green's also built building medium tanks, and some of those light tanks taking some damage now. And now he's going to go for the base dive. Now if you go for a base dive, you do need to go and do some real damage. So now he's taking out that construction yard, and that construction yard goes down. And now he has to decide what else he's going to take out. He's done some damage to an ore refinery. He's done some damage to a war factory, but unfortunately doesn't seem to be getting any kills. He's gone for another ore refinery, so all those will be able to be repaired. What he should have probably done is gone for those power plants, because if he took out those power plants, that would have reduced Green's building time a lot, and then he wouldn't be able to build tanks very quickly. But he has lost a lot of tanks there, and now he's going to be vulnerable to a counter-attack. And you can see Green bringing his whole army across, and he's only got 2 tanks. You can also see some tanks from Orange there, and now you can see Cyan is in big trouble. And we'll see, Green looks like he's going to go for the base dive. You can see him driving to the back of the base, just going through Cyan's tanks. And I think he's probably going to be going for that construction yard to return the favour. And those pillboxes down, but they're not going to be enough. And that construction yard is inevitably going to go down. And now we'll see how much damage Green can do, taking out a power plant really quickly. And it looks like they're going to go for the other power plants. So yeah, the Green's taking out the power, and that's the right choice. We're going to go back to the game view, because this was the point I saw. And you can see they're just taking out that power plant, and then I realised that my teammate was in trouble. So what I decided to do was to go through this gap. So let's see, we're going to try and barge our way through here, because I could see some orange tanks at the bottom there, and you can see those infantry doing great damage. And when tanks fight on infantry, they don't do too much damage, and that's what's happening here, because Orange is obviously preoccupied in what's going on at the bottom. Now unfortunately I did hit a crate there that was bombed, but now Orange has noticed, but it's a bit too late, because I've got some tanks too, and we'll have to see if we're able to overpower Orange at this point. You can see those tanks losing HP, and we're going to be able to take out one of those war factories, and we're going to probably go for another one. We do have to be careful not to overextend and destroy too much, otherwise Orange could get like the counter-attack in, as we saw happen at the bottom of the map with Green. But now we've taken out that construction yard. I can't see any more war factories at the time being, doesn't mean there isn't any, but we're just destroying Orange's base now, and you can see he's got quite a low number of tanks there to defend in comparison. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take out these tanks right now, because obviously I don't want to lose all my tanks and then be vulnerable then. And you can see Orange losing those tanks, and those, yeah, the heavy tanks, so they're quite powerful, but you can see a lot of them are on low HP, and we're being able to take them out. And now we'll just try and take out the rest of Orange's buildings. And you can see I've just got the superior tank numbers here, and it looks like it's going to be quite easy now. And you can see that other light power plant going down, and he's out of the game. So if we have a look at what happened at the other side, this was just when I started to attack. You can see Orange is focused on destroying that war factory, and Green's coming back for the attack as well on that pillbox. And you can see they're trying to take out that war factory, and I think he's just about managing, but now Green's coming in, and let's see if they can get the war factory down. It's fallen on it's red HP, and Green starts to pull back. Now if I'd been Green, I would have gone right in and just made sure that war factory had gone down, even if it did mean I lost a couple more tanks. But now it looks like yes, Cyan are going to go on the counter-attack. So it's like just counter-attack after counter-attack. And you can see Cyan do have the superior tank numbers at the moment, but Green do have extra war factories, and they do have a power plant, which is going to make a big difference. And what Cyan's doing now is he knows he can't like produce enough tanks like for his funds. So what I think he was intended to do was to use that ore truck to block that ore refinery. You can see him doing that now. But yeah, unfortunately that ore truck does go down, but he's managed to get a war factory down now, and now he's going for a power plant, and that power plant has gone down, and now he's going to pull back to his base, where he has a single war factory like Green. The problem is now Green has the superior tank numbers, and there's nothing really Cyan's going to be able to do about it, because he's going to be producing tanks so slowly. And this was just after Orange had been taken out, so we'll go back to my game view, because you can see here Green has the superior tank numbers, and that war factory is going to go down. So this was just my view. I was just going down to Orange's base, Green's base even. And you can see I've still got good tank numbers. I can see this top part is well defended. We can see some blue tanks there, but it's a bit too late now. It looks like it's going to be pretty much over. I just need to take out Green. We're going to see if we can save our teammates, but yeah, I think... So we've just got 2 buildings to take down, his ore refinery and his war factory. We can see our teammate Cyan just gets defeated before that, and now Green is officially out of the game, and now it's just up to Blue's base. Now we have to remember that Blue hasn't lost, he didn't lose too many tanks in that first battle, so we'll have to see what type of army he's got here. What he does seem to do is he does seem to have a lot of ore trucks, so we'll have to see what he's got left. Obviously I've got quite a bit left as well, but we can see he's got medium tanks there, and let's see who, if we can take out this battle. Red can obviously come from the other side as well, and it looks like I think we might have the superior tank numbers at this point. It looks like we're going to be able to break through and be able to take this game. So yeah, problem was Blue was a bit... I think Blue needed to help Orange when I initially attacked. Orange was a bit out of position because he was helping down with the south, and he just didn't hold enough back. I think he thought because there was 9 tanks blocking that bottleneck that there was just going to be enough there to stop any attack coming through, but those infantry did an amazing job actually in the front of my tanks. And yeah, tanks don't do amazing damage against infantry. What they can do well though is squash them. So now we're just taking away Blue's last buildings, and there's absolutely nothing Blue can do from this position. So yeah, last couple of buildings going down, and that is good game. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.